What's up and welcome to Caleb Smith TV. This is your friend Caleb Smith bringing you a brand new episode of Swords and Saturdays where we play Swords and Sandals every Saturday. This is episode 8. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get a new Gladiator started. And real quick, I'm sorry to waste everybody's time. I should have already had this pulled up. But I made a short video, and if you missed it, you can go watch it now by clicking on my channel and going to my channel shorts. I made a short video basically asking my viewers to name my next Gladiator for me. So I'm going to go back over to that video real quick. I'm going to take a look at the comments, and I'm going to see... I'm just going to like pick a random comment. Basically, I'm going to randomly scroll through, put my thumb on a comment, and just go with the name that is selected. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay, put my thumb on a... Whoops, I didn't even do it right. I'm sorry, guys. I am obviously terrible. Sorry, guys. Now, at this point, I am wasting your time, and I do apologize. Ba 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 ba. Thumb on a random comment. Didius. Oh, no. Okay. Didius is the Gladiator name that has been selected. That is from Angmar0092. Thank you, Angmar0092, for the name here. The nice little pop culture mixed with Gladiator culture name. The Didius. Okay, nice job. So, skin color. I kind of just want to randomize, I guess, on this one. See if we can find a cool Didius. What are we thinking? Ooh, that looks like a Didius. If you ask me, I'm gonna go with the green hair. Orange hair, green guy. But the stats, I don't want the stats to be random. I haven't even thought about what kind of stat build I'm gonna go for today. Usually I have something in mind. Last time we went for the attack/defense build, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So, it looks like we've actually been through all of the stats. I'm going to see what happens if we start focusing fully on strength, because if you haven't noticed, this is the 8th episode of Swords and Saturdays, aka Swords and Sandals Saturdays. And we have not made a single strength build, per se. We've made a lot of other builds, just not a strength build. And the reason behind that is that strength is actually the most powerful stat in this game. And I wanted to try, kind of the point of me making those other videos and me trying the other stat builds is just to try them out, basically. And to try to see if we can make them work, and at the very least, figure out if we can figure out the point of things like vitality and charisma and stamina, seeing if there's even a point in building those things, because without that kind of knowledge, it's really hard to determine the correct way to build in this game. So, I would say a good starting point for strength, or any stat, if you're going to focus on a stat, would probably be somewhere around 6, would be a great starting point for that stat. So if we're going to make a strength build, we're going to go for 6 strength. And a little bit of agility probably wouldn't hurt, like one stat into agility, just to make sure we can move around. I would say 2 stats into our attack, because landing hits is very important, and the attack stat helps us do that. I would say we probably can ignore the defense stat for now, because we're gonna get free armor from the intro. A stat into vitality is not bad, especially early on, because early on, like, 1 stat in vitality is almost it increases your health by like 100%. So having a stat into vitality doesn't really hurt. I might be wrong about that. It might be only like a 50% increase, but either way, it's a really good increase. And then that leaves us with 1 more stat. We could either go for charisma to decrease the price of items in shops, or we could go for stamina, which would basically increase our energy And honestly, I think that going for that energy increase is going to make a lot of sense with this build, since we're probably going to be using things like strong attacks and normal attacks. Those kind of things can drain your energy a lot, so grabbing 1 point into stamina probably makes a lot of sense with a strength focused build. So we're gonna go through the intro where we're just chilling on the galleon with the band of pirates. You know, I've never noticed, but I wonder if the pirates actually randomly change, like if the designs of the pirates randomly change. I know the captain stays the same, but I don't know if our pirate crew, our pirate brethren, if they randomly change, you know, from every game to game, new game, whenever we make a new game, if it's the same band of pirates that we're chilling with every time, or if they change the design sometimes. I really have no idea. Take some time to clear my throat. Excuse me. Okay. Going to the Arena of Doomtrack. The fabled Arena of Doomtrack. So really, we've learned by now that we don't really need to buy any items starting out. We can just kind of go straight into the arena and fight Midas the Gladiator. He's 5'2", 123 pounds, and he's intrigued by the North Wind. Yeah, dude, this is like a regular guy. Like, this is an actual gladiator, you know? Most of the gladiators are, like, named something random, like, for example, Didius. And then, second of all, this guy is intrigued by the North Wind, which actually makes sense. Like, I'm not sure exactly what the North Wind is, but it sounds cool, and it makes sense that somebody would be intrigued by it. Like, this is such a normal gladiator that we're going against. It's so surprising because, like, usually we have gladiators that are literally angry and get scared of kittens and stuff like that. So, this is a cool guy. I'm gonna feel bad for killing him. Taunt dealing 4 damage right there. If I'm not mistaken, that taunt damage increase is based on our strength, which would make sense that your taunt would be more effective based on how strong you are. It just makes kind of a little bit of sense, right? He's coming in. The taunt damage has already done so much. We're missing attacks. Very surprising, but we do 15 damage whenever we finally land an attack. That's a lot of damage. So right away, you're gonna notice a little theme going on. We're leveling up. So the theme is that strength does an insane amount of damage. We just dealt the amount of damage that we would normally deal with like a weapon or something by the time we're level 3 or 4. With like let's say a charisma build or a vitality build, an attack defense build, agility build, like we would be dealing about 15 damage maybe with a weapon. We just dealt 15 damage with no weapon as a gladiator based on the strength build, and that is the strength build going to work. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. I've had this coffee since this afternoon, and now it's gone. And now I'm sad. Just kidding. I'm not sad at all because we're playing Swords and Sandals on Swords and Saturdays. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope that you're enjoying the video so far. Let's go ahead and put our 3 stat points in. I'm thinking maybe go to 7 strength. We could probably boost up to 4 attack to make sure we're landing those attacks. And an increase to our vitality for a little bit more health points, especially early on, makes a lot of sense. And we should be able to fight another battle without buying anything. Let's see if we can do it. Now we're going against Nublit. He's 5'2", 123 pounds. And he's defeated 0 arena champion. So that makes a lot of sense. We outclass this guy in multiple stats. The thing we don't have the advantage in is obviously the weapon. He's got an entire hand axe, and we have bare hands. So this is going to be an interesting fight here. I would say going for a normal makes sense. We did half his health with 1 hit. Let's see if we can land another one of those. He wants to fall back, and then he charges in. We landed 13 damage. Go for a quick attack, lands for 15 damage, and Down goes Nublet. Very easy. As you can see, the strength build is very... I guess the best word to use would be easy. We're going to grab another vitality point. I'm thinking about grabbing another stamina point in case we run out of energy. I do not want to be running out of energy. But yeah, basically the strength build is very straightforward and it does a lot of damage. It's very good at landing attacks, and that is the two most important things that you can have in Swords and Sandals would be damage and the ability to land the attacks to do that damage. And that's exactly what the strength build has. So if anybody knows anything about this game, it would probably be that the best thing to do before fighting the Arena Champion, even though you can fight the Arena Champion barehanded, it is definitely not the best idea unless you're really trying to penny pinch. However, I'm just trying to make progress on the game, so it makes sense to me that I would just try to spend the least amount of gold as possible by grabbing a little dagger, something to protect myself with, and then going and fighting the Arena Champion with our new build with Didius the Gladiator, fighting the famous Wolfgang of Shackleford. He's 5'5", 149 pounds, obviously kind of outclasses the recent gladiators we've been fighting. And yeah, he's famous because we've lost to this guy multiple times on the channel. And he's just a really cool Arena Champion, just looks like a normal guy. Literally looks like a starter character, like a gladiator that we would create on the channel, you know. But our Didius character is awesome, I'm not gonna lie. He's growing on me. He's really growing on me, so I appreciate you guys for making the comments and coming up with the gladiator names. Make sure to comment more gladiator names and help me come up with our next gladiator's name while I'm fighting this Arena Champion. So we already did a ton of damage to him. We did run out of energy whenever that happened. However, we have stamina, so we can replenish that energy. Doing a normal attack makes sense. Yeah, we're running out of a lot of energy, but we have stamina, so we can replenish that. Oh, he's dealing a lot of damage. I'm not too happy about that. Charge him, nothing. Normal, nothing. Come on. All right, I guess I'll jump. No. Okay, rest up. Now, attack him. That's 8 damage. We just need to land this normal. Nope, we died. Dang it, downfalls Didius. No way, even with the strength build, we still got pummeled. Alright, so it's new gladiator time. Let me randomly find a new gladiator name here. Sorry guys that Didius fell. I did not want Didius to fall that early. That makes me super sad. But we're going to find a new name here. Uh-oh. I don't know if that name's a good idea. But there's this other name that I see that I actually want to go with. Sorry, the name that I randomly selected is probably not the best idea to go with. So, I'm going to go with this one. Ungus Bungle the 17th. There we go. That is Ungus Bungle the 17th from Frankie GT. Thank you, Frankie GT, for leaving the comment so that I would use Ungus Bungle the 17th. It's your lucky day because I'm actually using it. And I'm going to randomize them and see if I can find somebody that looks like a nice... Oh, I already found him. Ungus Bungle the 17th. Here he is. Okay. So I can close that now. And we're going to go ahead and try out that build again. We're not going to go for the exact same build, but it's going to be pretty close. I'm honestly surprised that we lost that. I felt like it was a really, really good build. Let me clear my throat. Excuse me. Go for a little bit of 6 strength and 3 agility, and that's probably too much agility, right? Honestly, yeah, that's a lot of agility. Do we need that much agility? I feel like agility might be kind of useless. It's like we're trying to make sort of like a face-to-face, hand-to-hand combat expert build, and agility is more of like a jumping around, not too much hand to hand. So it makes it like it's cool. Agility is really cool, but in terms of trying to make like a really strong strength build, I feel like agility is not required. So I would rather save that agility stat and go for maybe 3 attack, and then still feel like we don't really need defense. I would say the 1 stat in vitality still makes a lot of sense. I would say 1 stat in stamina makes a lot of sense. That leaves a stat left over that we could go for. I would say most likely putting that stat into attack would be the best idea, just so we can land more attacks. Because I feel like the reason that we were doing so bad on the last Gladiator, on poor Didius, is because we just were not landing enough attacks. So if we can kind of negate that by increasing our attack more with this new Ungus Bungle, the 17th character, then that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and run it up with Ungus Bungle, the 17th, and go and fight this guy. His name's Zephyr, and he looks pretty cool. I really like his character design. He's 5'2", 123 pounds, and he's already killed 1 opponent, so he's already got 1 over us. But I really believe in the strength build. He managed to land a taunt. See if we can land a taunt ourselves. He's jumping closer to us. We are not landing a taunt. Go for a charge. Land nothing. Normal. Land nothing. Normal, nothing again. That time we got 13 damage. And the quick attack did 14 damage. And we have leveled up. So I would say probably going for 5 attack, 7 strength. Maybe a little more stamina. I feel like stamina is getting increasingly more important for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it feels like we've been running out of stamina a lot. So now we can go face the next fight against Midgard the Sour. 5'3", 136 pounds. Always fighting with kaleidoscopes. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got these weirdos that do weird things, like this guy who is just addicted to fighting with kaleidoscopes. Like, he uses kaleidoscopes to fight. And that's just what he's always doing. So, or again, he's fighting. He's fighting against kaleidoscopes. It could be that too. He could always be fighting, against a kaleidoscope. I really don't know, because it's weird. So I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just pointing it out. That first battle we had today, that guy was really normal, and we just straight punched that guy in the ribs, and he fell. I do feel bad about it, but we're in the Gladiator arena. We have to do what we have to do. Go up to 8 strength, go up to 6 attack. We have stats. I would say probably go up to 4 stamina, just to keep that stamina up. It seems to be getting increasingly important. And what are we thinking? Helmet, just to protect our head? Or should we wait till we level up? It's very questionable. I would say grabbing a helmet isn't the worst idea, but also I really like our character's hairstyle, so I don't really want to mess that up. I don't know. Did I mess up by grabbing a dagger? Maybe the best thing I could do, since I have a lot of strength and not a lot of agility, is not grab a dagger. Maybe that's why I was having such a hard time on the last fight, on Didius, is because I did not have a weapon that utilizes strength. I was using a weapon that utilizes agility. So, let me see. I believe these are the weapons that utilize the most strength, which is what we have, the most strength. Let's go for a simple blackjack. Simple blackjack should do the trick against the champion Wolfgang of Shackleford. We're going to go ahead and rush him down, try to get some taunt damage. He's got 7 more health than we do. He blocked that taunt. 5 taunt damage there. Made him jump backwards. Blocks that. Okay, he moved in. We managed to get 5 damage off the ghost taunt. Go for a normal, 60% chance of landing. We really should be landing those. I'll just take the moment to rest and heal. Taunt, maybe? Nothing happens from the taunt. Another taunt. He's out of energy, so maybe we can just kind of run him out of energy. He charged in, nothing happened. We can charge him. 60% chance on the normal. Go for it, nothing happens. If we shove him, he might fall. Yep, he fell, so now... Ooh, not good, not good. I did not want that to happen. I wanted to rest and heal. Now he's getting free hits on us. Charge him down. I'm going to go for a normal attack. 13 damage on the normal. 15 damage on that attack. Resting up, and he got the long-range poke with a sword. So, dang, we're having a hard time, even with the strength build. Even with the strength build, it's giving us a serious rough time. The thing is that I could make it easier on myself by spending more gold early on. But I don't want to do that because I want to save I want to save the prosperity for myself later. Basically, like I want to take the advantage of not spending gold early on so that later on I could use that gold I have saved. However, as you can see, didn't really work out for me because I guess I didn't have what I needed. It felt like I had everything I needed. It felt like I had the damage, it felt like I had the capability, and it felt like I had the defense. It felt like I had the health points. So the fact that it did not correlate the way that I thought it would kind of hurts my feelings. However, this is the way of Swords and Saturdays, and I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I do have an announcement to make real quick. Next week, not this week. So this week coming up, I'm going to be continuing my streaming schedule like normal. I'm going to continue my Friday night streams as normal, and I'm going to continue Swords and Saturdays a little differently. That's going to be the change. So Swords and Saturdays is going to be a little different coming up next Saturday. I'm really going to try to beat this version of the game, Swords and Sandals 1 Gladiator from 2005. So that I can move on to other Swords and Sandals games and play those every Saturday instead of just playing Swords and Sandals 1 every Saturday. So I'm basically going to live stream me playing Swords and Sandals 1 next Saturday, and I'm going to try to beat it on all in one go on the stream right there live for you guys, and that will be the next week's episode of Swords and Saturdays. That's going to be how we carry out Swords and Saturdays, and that will be episode 9. So I just wanted to make that announcement real quick, and also I will go ahead and make the announcement that after that episode of Swords and Saturdays, I will be taking a vacation for exactly 1 week is the plan. Now, it could end up being extended. I'm not sure, but and also I could end up pushing the vacation back. I'm not sure yet. The vacation, I'm mentioning it now that I'm planning on taking it the week after this week coming up, but it is also possible that it'll get pushed back and it'll end up happening a little bit after when I say it will, but we'll just have to see. I wanted to go ahead and mention that for you guys so that you wouldn't be confused at any point. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in to episode 8 of Swords and Saturdays. I'm sorry that I died twice to Wolfgang. I really was trying. You could tell I was trying, right? I was trying my best. Thank you guys very much. I hope to see you next week for episode 9 of Swords and Saturdays. And for now, have a good one. This has been your friend Caleb Smith, signing out.